Hello, greetings everyone. It's Old World 2026 community tournament, and hello, greetings everyone. Hopefully Nestor will join me soon. Let me drop a link in our Discord. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm in Discord and I have to go and drop it into a community tournament. Yes. Okay. Yeah, there should be pair of casters. We are waiting for Nestor. So, the map itself is kinda weird looking because there is a land connection between our players, but it goes through the marshes and very weird terrain. Hello, hello Nestor. Nice to hear you.
Right. Yes, I'm excited for this cast between Professor Curly and
Scrubinski.
Scrubinski. Yeah, I'll probably be calling both by their nation names afterwards. And they'll have long names. Yeah. Since they were waiting a little bit for me. Okay, but we're starting even a bit early, but that's perfect. Everyone's
Sure.
on time.
Is it a rare thing? I hope not.
No, I don't know. I think everyone's just excited to play some Old World. What do you think about the spawns, though? Have you looked a bit at the map?
Well, I've tried a bit, and it seems to be, in my opinion, favoring nations that has traders in families, because most of the time you will end up with, like, for now, players don't see the fish, but I feel that there are at least 2 resource points for traders that you will start with.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and the lighthouse is here too, so there are some
All right.
possibilities for traders to get massive bonuses.
Pyramids are nice. And also there is a place for German aqueduct, but players don't see that so early.
No.
Okay,
That is a potential in the second.
Kush from Professor Curly, and
Okay. So we'll get traders here.
Okay, alt click is to switch. Yeah. Now I'm not very convenient with those
I'll get used to them.
hotkeys. Yeah, but now I know that alt and click is to switch the view. Okay.
Yeah.
So
you can also do like Alt 1 and Alt 2 to switch between.
It's a tactician leader for Kush, and they got bloodthirsty as a trait, which is fine. Not
And be
very game
fast clearing
changing.
them.
Yeah. And sure, this is a trader's cap and probably a nice trader's map overall because there are a lot of water related resources.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, what would you pick here against Kush?
So Kush has Archer unique unit, and this way
Yeah.
I will probably go Hati. I can see there is horses in a cap circle, in a cap site.
Yeah.
So you can go with traders and be sure to have your strong unique units. Okay, this is
With hunters.
Moria
Okay, we get the
Empire.
Moria. These are interesting. We'll see
Yeah.
what. I've not really played Moria that much. Do you have any like strategies around them?
So yeah, they are the ones with a lot of families to choose from. That's what I
Yes.
have analysis paralysis from. Oh,
Yeah, so you will have many decisions to pick families.
yeah, so okay, I'm not really sure. So they have Assault Elephant, which is a melee unit. Okay, I'm not really sure why then Hunters. In that case, I would probably go with Riders, just because that way I will be able to
Yeah.
import elephants in a cap.
Yeah, it's also strange. I mean, it's also a strange combination because it seems they don't actually start with trapping. Um,
Yeah, that's
maybe
correct.
I don't know because like to me it doesn't seem entirely crazy to go hunters here. I'm a big fan of hunters for capital, especially if there is some game. It just
Hmm.
gives strong early growth. I mean, he didn't see the fish maybe, so maybe he didn't think
Yeah,
about that for the growth. And so then maybe not seeing the fish, he thought, okay, but I want some growth here, so I'm going hunters. But if you don't start with trapping, then that's yeah, not very useful.
maybe they have nice no options for governors.
No, and both of them going to Titian. I feel like it's been quite popular starter now after the schemer nerf. Since like Titian gives both decent wisdom and also discipline, and it's a strong early character for clearing.
Yeah,
So you're kind of protected.
so I can see that Scientific is watching us, which is nice. Hello, Scientific. And hopefully you hear us also. That's a good sign. Right, so let's see what the players do. So, Tactician
Push though,
for
what?
Kush and for Moria, what is it? It's Tactician also. Okay, okay, I do like Tacticians for
Yeah.
unexpected maps also.
Yeah, the map does seem quite large. I mean, I feel like it's
Very,
what's the proportions of the map? It's a dual, it's 56 by 52, but it's hard to traverse, I feel like. I mean, it's there is a land connection for sure, but it's a bit of a tricky. Like in the
yeah,
south
very
and the north, you have
strange.
to traverse through jungle, and in the central one, you will have to cross a marsh. So I feel like there would have perhaps been some room for greed with
Oh yeah,
the choice of the early leader. Perhaps looking into some of these wonders. Um, there are some nice ones as well in terms of the I mean, there's the Colosseum. I just recently had a game
Yeah,
and
Colosseum is very
against
fun.
Aaron, where he really utilized the lighthouse to kind of turbo boost his economy, and then
Mm,
just used the money to build a lot of wonders, including the Colosseum and the Cotham, and that just, you know, broke me.
right,
And I feel like
nice.
that's something you could do here too, because getting this kind of early lighthouse on a map like this with a lot of fish can really open up possibilities in your economy.
True. I can see they are basically expanding exactly the same, and we'll have, I believe, the same turn for clearing the first site. Will there be new unit produced? I'm not sure. Okay, so for Kush, they will need a bit. Okay, no, it's the same still. Unit will be produced. Yeah.
Do you think they will? How do you think they will settle here? Do you think they will settle on the first site, or do you think they will? I mean, I'm always a fan of building a military unit in my second city. Maybe a bit less so if I'm starting with a tactician, but it could be quite nice for a military family in that site that they're currently clearing, since there is that ore there.
Or it may be a nice site for landowners' seat because they will be
That's
able
true too.
to drop very fast. And there is wheat also here. Actually, do you know how to remove this ban with messages from players?
I think you just click escape.
Escape. Right. Correct. Nice. Thanks. Yeah.
Um,
So Professor Curly will definitely try to will go for settling further city site and okay, so I can see that Kush is a bit quicker with settler production, but there are still no
yes, I mean, I
governors.
guess I think yeah, because he didn't. I mean, he didn't start traders, so doesn't get a bonus from the fish, and also he didn't improve his fish, which I think
Right.
is also uh, a strange choice. I mean, now he's improving a mine. I mean, he started with gems and then goes into an ordinary mine after that. Which, I mean, it's important to have iron and so forth, but especially starting hunters, you get that bonus resources right at the start.
Yeah,
And so in terms of iron and stone and wood, you're not that troubled by it. So growth and food is usually what will be binding early on.
maybe it's some kind of a culture play.
Would be, but then it would be strange not to go for
Patrons.
the traders here
Right,
to get
yeah.
the dyes. Also, if it is culture, and I think that is one thing about order efficiency that to remember. Like imagine he imagine Asmara, he really wanted to get the early culture. Improving the dyes costs only 3 orders, whereas improving this mine costs
Yeah,
4 orders, and both give the same resources. Um, so he will have just wasted 1 order and 1 turn, in that. Uh,
true. Very true. A bit order inefficient. Also, to do crit when enemy unit is already very, very dead is a bit
yeah,
disappointing.
but crits are always nice.
And probably I have this weird, Oh no, it's still a live skirmisher. It's not a bug of unit ghost, right?
No, I think it's still alive.
Right,
He's
yeah, yeah.
still working on it.
But it should be
Still
fine.
working on it. Yeah, no, it's unlocked, so it won't do anything funny. And he goes champions for his second city. Maria. Moria, I think, maybe. Oh,
Mordors of Moria. Mines of Moria.
it's the last time Moria. Yeah, it's tricky. Not getting used to. I feel like the Indian patch nations have tricky names, except the Tamils.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay, I do like this ambition. Clear 10 vegetation tiles. Let's see what Cash player will decide to pick here. But will I be able to see selected ambition,
Yeah, we should
right?
see the ambitions afterwards. Yeah, it should be, on the top left as usual. I'm not sure
Yeah.
if I would have picked the 10 vegetation tiles here, or if I would have just gone for the stone. I mean, it's nice to have your ambitions cleared out early so you get the legitimacy, but also clearing those tiles, that's going to be 20 orders. Yeah, it's quite a lot early on. I don't know, but at the same time, you need the wood, I
But
guess.
usually you can just move around and uh, with your worker with like some time, like in 15, 20 turns, you'll be able to clear it without any hassle.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, champions do help to clear, and definitely they help even more because unit starts with a steadfast.
Yeah, and he does start with another warrior here, so he will have a lot of clearing power, which is quite nice. But he doesn't have the growth to back it up, though. I think that's a little bit his problem now. He has 0 growth resources improved in
Right.
his capital, and he doesn't even have a governor there, so he is at only 10 growth per turn, which is, yeah.
But at least
Unfortunate.
this site feels like a nice place for champions because of ore.
Yes. No, I agree. I do really like the hunters here, though, for push. It's a nice start. He started with traders, which I really like,
Mhm.
and then going into hunters here. It's a natural military city, and yeah, and he will.
So quick check. It's 14 and 8 for Kush, and for Moria, it is only 10 and 8, and that's difference in 14 and 10 definitely makes expansion easier for Kush.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we do see, but on the other hand, I think Moria has had some slightly better momentum in the clearing. I think he just managed to get that one crit maybe out, and maybe he just targeted his was slightly quicker at getting the first hit out with his warrior, because now he's already about to be clearing the second
Yeah,
tribe site, whereas Kush has his slinger just chilling in the hunter seat. I
true.
mean that will kind of. I mean it is a small difference, but they both went the same direction and started clearing in the same spot. But just that like slight difference of clearing slightly faster and I guess now also having the militia to tank a bit some of the barbarian hits has really made a massive difference in terms of clearing speed.
True, but he went for produce 500 stone, which he will definitely need at some point. It's just something that is not really achievable fast, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I see your point. I mean, I don't hate the 500 stones, but especially on this map, stone is a bit of a struggle. There doesn't seem to be,
Perfect
at
site
least until
for
you clear.
landowners. This will be able to buy some tiles and build some quarries under the hill, so under the mountain.
I think the second one.
Yeah, yeah, should be easy to grab.
Yeah, no, that one could be good. I think also perhaps the site, the Vandal site for Moria might also be actually. Moria does have landowners, right? Too.
Oh, Moria should have because
No,
they
they do not. They do not have landowners.
oh, they have all of them
They have a
apart
lot of
from
families, but no
landowners.
landowners. No.
Yeah,
But I think that one would have been nice in that Vandal spot because there you could easily kind of connect up your coasts by buying tiles, I think, as well.
true.
And you could probably get coastline, or you could jump over the Gulf of Atelia to get to the Gauls up northwards.
Yeah, when I've played once on this map, but I felt that uh, colonization is something you really want to go and plan ahead to go for because uh, you will be able to save a lot of orders by moving like this. And it's really possible
No,
here.
no, landowners are amazing for that reason. It's like you can save a lot of orders in the long term with them by buying tiles
So let's
if you
compare.
set them in the right position.
True, I wonder how are they going in terms of science. Okay, it's expected when both of them are tactician leaders. And as we can see, Moria have trapping now and building this camp, which is nice.
Yeah. I do look like, though, looking at Kush here, that he's going aristocracy quite early.
Oh, for
He's
centralization
not
probably.
probably for centralization, yeah, and he's not that far from the 400 civics that he's going to need. And I feel like centralization synergizes amazingly with the traders because you can get that culture early.
Yeah, very true.
So he's
And
probably going to be getting 4 science soon. Yeah.
Kush does have, I don't remember actually what unique unit. Yes, it's an archer, so you'd probably want to build as many marsh farms as you can and put there some um,
Granaries.
yeah, granaries to boost wood production. I feel that
Yeah.
it's
No, that could
crucial.
probably work with that. I think something looking at this map too is that there is a lot of groves.
Right.
That could be quite nice to go down the land consolidation, where you would also get forestry.
So
Then
Kush went for artisans. How do you like it? Uh,
artisans. What option did Kush have other than artisans?
landowners. I would
Would
go
be
for
artisan and
landowners.
landowners.
But I just love
Yeah,
landowners. Maybe because I
I think
value rural specialists more than probably people should. But it seems a very good site for landowners.
No, but
this
I think you're
map.
right. I mean, it is great for landowners, but also you should remember that Artisan synergizes very well with Kush in that you can get, I mean, you do benefit quite a lot from having getting down all your shrines, right? And
Right. This.
surrounding them by Kushite pyramids. And so if you want to build a lot of shrines and so forth, then the extra building time would be quite nice. But I think I would have also gone landowners. I think, I mean,
Do you
yeah,
have
I think
a
Kush is probably,
Do you have an idea why would you build a scout? I mean, he hasn't lost his first one.
he's Kush is building a scout. Interesting.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
would not be building a scout here.
maybe he wants to get to resourceful cognomen, but for that you need more
No, but he has his
initial
first
orders.
scout already, so he can do. Did he lose his first scout? No.
No, no.
No, it's just there. No, I don't know. I feel like it's a strange decision. Maybe he's worried. Um, he doesn't want to be surprised by anything. But
Okay.
or maybe he feels, I don't know. No, it feels like a strange choice. I mean, it's not in absolute insane with the Kush because you get that free worker,
Mm-hmm.
which
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
which does
Allows you
helps
to.
maintain your momentum.
Okay.
But I would still probably have preferred to go into a second worker, or maybe I would have probably, I don't know, maybe could have just, I mean, I wouldn't have hated if he built a warrior in the artisan family and built worker in the hunter seat, even though, it's slightly inefficient, right? Because you do have higher production, higher military production in the hunter city, but I feel like you do need that worker in the hunter city sooner rather than later, right? Anyways, so
Okay. So this free worker decided to go into the hunter's family town and build a shrine there, which is a war shrine. Gives you two, but for Kush 3 training per turn, which is nice and huge. So probably he will max out units with Sentinel.
yeah,
Okay. But I
it's
will
definitely
be
insane.
tempted to use the 2 years discount for building urban improvements in my artisan seat. It's a
Yeah, I mean, if he had started building, because I guess he's building it here in the hunter city because he does want to speed up the construction maybe of this warrior or maybe of some units. But since it takes so long to build it with a different family worker, it's not really going to affect this warrior. Whereas he could have built it in the artisan seat, as you said, and it would have been what, like one turn
more
or two
efficient.
turn built. I think it would have been a 2-turn build.
Yeah, it will
Um,
be from 4 dropped to
yeah.
2.
So it would
And
have been a
also,
2-turn build, in which case he probably could have gotten the 2 training there and built the
oh,
warrior in the artisan seat and just yeah, and it would probably have been the same amount of time, and he could have built a worker instead in the hunter city.
and I do like builders for building urban improvements for 1 turn exactly because it's very efficient. Not sure. Probably I know why. Okay, now he has civics, and next turn he will have aristocracy for centralization, which is quite
Yeah.
nice.
And then he will really be picking ahead in science. I feel like his science stack will be looking quite a lot nicer because he will have he will be getting 4 science from aristocracy here, and then he also has the fair in Miro as well that he will be able to improve later on. which will also be quite good for science. And so with
Yeah.
if he just gets that one up, the aristocracy and an acolyte, and then he has a decent governor, he will be set for science up until the mid game. I feel like, he will be probably getting a good like 15, almost 20 science from an arrow soon. I think if he gets all those things.
Do you like to do something like drop in the governor that gives you 3 point something civics from the get-go when you see him? Because it's something I will do probably here. Like from the very beginning, I will have him. Definitely, I will lose a bit in terms of maybe I will get a law because of this one turn further, but
Yeah, I usually like to wait if it's not something that is
usually it's a
directly
family.
useful.
Usually it's a
Yeah, it
family
is a
head.
family head, and so it can give you quite a lot of nice opinion. But I feel like usually they have a tendency to develop bad traits at some point, and so like I'm not sure, an early turn he might look great, but then later on, when I actually need that civics for actually producing some urban specialists in my city, he might have developed some nasty traits, or there might be some other governor that I would have preferred. So I think I usually just wait until I will actually use them actively, because otherwise now he will just be giving you 3 civics and 1 happiness, and if you're just building settlers, it doesn't affect you much. He would have to be alive for like 30 years for just the civics cost to kind of
That's true,
to
but he
equal
will
out.
get XP, and at some point he will get opinion boost because of XP, and as an XP, as a level boost, you can get something like inspirational or pathfinder. So it's a bit of a gamble, but it
Yeah,
can pay off.
yeah. No, I mean it usually pays off to invest in the experience of your characters. Yeah. So that is
True.
true. There's usually something nice to get from it.
Okay, so definitely Muria is clearing a bit faster, which is
Yeah.
expected. They have 4 infantry units, and Kush has 2 ranged, I believe. Yeah, 2 ranged.
And
But
I wonder now if Muria is gonna be playing quite aggressive, because he's settled 3 military city families. He went
wow.
hunters, riders, and champions. So he's going to be pumping out units at an incredible pace. Uh,
Yeah. Will you do maybe the swap of but it doesn't make any difference because your unique unit is an elephant one, so you still, yeah, you still will have to import elephants to build it. Uh, is
yeah,
there?
but I think you could probably do a swap here when he settles this site on the Myrtuan Sea. There are 2 elephants there that would be covered, but he could probably buy some tiles to put the second elephant into the champion seat. Because
Yeah,
it would be nice to have elephants there, and then he can import elephants in his rider's seat, and then he will have three cities that could produce the unique unit. That's good enough.
that's for sure. I wonder, will this borders will collapse when the city is built here? Might be. Nah, probably
It's
not.
always tricky. I don't never know.
Yeah, it's marshes. Marshes are never easy to collapse. Yeah, it won't collapse.
I don't know. I can't predict the collapses. I have to get the settler and like hover over the city site.
Yeah,
It's
that's true.
usually
I can only pretend that I know how it collapses. Okay, they are going, Muria is going for labor force, and that will give him, I guess, slavery, just because, or maybe not. You actually go for freedom because he's building growth-based units in all of his cities now.
Yeah. No, I think definitely freedom makes the most sense at this point of the game.
Yeah. But I also feel that when I'm picking freedom, my families, for some reason, are pushing me into slavery, and vice versa. When I go with slavery, families will push me into freedom.
Yeah, there are lots of annoying events with those.
But sometimes it's
Mm.
like free law switch. Nice.
Yeah, and that can be quite nice because at some point you usually do want to swap from freedom to slavery, so you get
Yeah.
that goods boost when you get into the mid game, so you can kind of
Ooh, nice crit. It was
compound some uses.
one turn kill
Mm.
for Kush. Very nice crit. And he has Besieger, which is also and Steadfast. Very nice guy to clear
That is,
sites.
yeah, that is beautiful.
And he's inspiring. Oh, I
Well,
do
we'll
like
see
this guy.
what he ends up doing now with his second scout uh,
True.
that he has. He does something useful with it or not.
I mean, I've heard people do like to go for exploration and try to abuse science events from crabs, fish, and stuff like that. And for
Yeah,
that, you need a
and also
scout.
from yeah, that's true. I don't know what the science events are. Are the science events on the crabs and the fishes? I think
I
it's
guess a lot
usually
of them are science. I'm quite sure there is one resource that provides you bad event. I just don't remember which one is it, but scientific, uh, I remember told about that. Okay, so
I see,
there
I
is an
see.
event for peace with Scythians, but I'm okay.
Yeah. No, I feel like I've never harvest the fish resources usually. Because I just at the point where I get exploration, then I'm maybe too starved for orders, so I don't think about harvesting that much then. It doesn't feel like useful.
I
But you
haven't
can
done
always
it
send your characters.
right, right,
Yeah,
for
you can always send your
exploration.
characters exploring, or like your children's exploring, and then you get fairly good events if you have exploration. So that's always a good.
For
But
me, it
the
was
harvesting is a bonus for sure.
I've listened to scientific telling about the fish, specifically fish event, and I've tried it
Mm.
and it triggered from the first time, and I was like, okay, it works, and I definitely have a positive bias for doing this now.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna check I'm checking the reference spreadsheet or the reference site. Um, let's see. Yeah, for crabs, you can get some training or food, um,
Hmm.
or you can get a fisher, which is quite nice.
Very nice.
Free fisher, that's quite a lot of like science and stuff. You can also get money or an ambition for 6 nets. That gives you 1 wisdom for your leader as well. So that one's nice.
Wow.
Uh,
Actually,
yeah, you're right.
can you see the Kushite pyramids are being built? Uh, It's just, I mean, it's fine, but you probably don't start from it, right? You start from shrines and then pyramids.
Yeah, ready to build the. No, he's building.
In a way, it's plus 0.4 orders and spread Kushite's paganism, so okay, okay. I haven't
But
known
it's
it
quite expensive.
in terms
It's
of
quite
stone.
expensive, and yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, it's like 60 stuff.
Okay.
70 even. So it's one of the most
120.
like expensive. What?
Is it 120?
No, it's 70.
Ah, it's 70. Okay, okay.
But it's still an expensive, improvement early game.
True. But also I can see that then. Oh, okay. Now after one turn, the whole scene will be lost, the progress, but when you cancel the same turn, it's just the same amount of resources. Good to know.
Yeah, no, you're right about the science events though for harvesting. So if you harvest fish, you can get science. Also from dyes, you also get science events,
Nice.
but a lot less than for the fish. And to check the. Yeah, but that's the only ones. There's some nice. You can get culture from pearls. It's good. I'm gonna have to harvest some fish in the future.
Yeah,
Fish
you should.
and dyes. I'm gonna be harvesting them like crazy.
And usually they go in pairs. Fish and dice. Dice and fish. Usually there are
Yeah.
many of them, like here. Oh, pearls is something not that good. But there is one specific resource that provide you something bad. Not sure which one.
Yeah, it's the silver.
Oh,
You wanna
okay.
avoid the silver. That one can never really die.
I
Some
see that
silver.
Scientific is helping us. So he says dye and silk have science options. And silk one is okay. Silk one is probably
Oh, I didn't know the silk.
not sure how it looks on the map. But let's see what players do because I haven't checked Moria for a long time and they're expanding quite well. So they have 3 warriors and 1 militia guy, and definitely 3 warriors clears like most of the stuff. I don't think he will ever need anything apart from healing them.
No, no, I think this clearing is gonna be a breeze for him. Question Frederick and Scientific with their amazing game knowledge. Like, do these harvest events? I mean, they're once per game. But is it like once per game shared between the two players? So if if Kush gets the event, can Maria still get it, or is it a shared lockout, or is it a player specific lockout? Maybe you know, Boba.
Mm, I hope it's per player because it feels unfair if it's not.
Yeah, but also it gives you kind of an advantage of being quick with the harvesting.
Yeah, yeah. I
But I
mean,
don't know, because sometimes it feels like I just keep on harvesting in my games, and I just don't get the events. Even if I like harvest elephants like 10 times, and that feels like crazy. But maybe it is like if if it's just a joint lockout and maybe just my opponent got it and it just, yeah.
You can get mercenary elephant unit, right, from harvesting elephants. Or am I?
Yeah, I can check. But
I
science says
guess
that they
so.
are not shared, so it is fair then,
I
as you hoped
remember,
for.
I remember that it should have this mercenary elephant attached because I
Check.
fear from time to
Looking at
time
the
this.
harvest events. Let's see. Yes, you can get one war elephant,
Noise. Very strong one.
but it has to be turn 20 plus, and then you can get a war elephant. It will cost you 75 food, or it costs you, well, it costs you 25 food per city that you have. So
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
yeah, it will cost you a bit of food, but well
Definitely
worth it for
worth
a war
it.
elephant turn 20. Yeah. Yeah, at this point, having a war elephant would be amazing. It's an early strength 6 unit. That'd be crazy.
Do you have preference in terms of picking uh, education for your heir? I usually go with philosophy like 95% of the time.
Yeah, I usually also go with philosophy just for that one wisdom. Like I will usually go. I mean, I prefer the archetypes that you get from doing the politics.
Right.
But early on in the game, I just want to collect as many wisdom points as possible for the early science, because just having a one wisdom on your kid, um, I mean, it's not massive, but it's like point four science. But if you're at like 20 science, then point four science is not bad. I just want more of those.
And
As well as star.
in case he's an adopted kid and he uses you as a schemer, then he will love you and have plus 200 something relation and boost your yields for science even more.
Mm. Frederick says the mercenary elephant is requires turn 30. That's very possible. Um, I'm looking at the reference, Alcaraz reference website. It says turn 20 plus, but I feel like Frederick's game knowledge is deep enough that, that I might just trust him as turn 30. Who knows? Yeah,
Okay.
it does cost a lot of food. I mean, it depends on the food calculation depends on how many cities and which turn it is. So it doesn't actually have to be crazy amount of food if it's quite early, based on it can be as much as little as if you have 4 cities. I mean, if it hits turn 20 and you have 3 cities, then it's just 75 food. But if it's if you have 10 cities and it's turn 30, then it's going to be 320 food already. So it's like it goes up quite fast based on food.
But usually if you have a lot of cities, you will have. It depends on the map. Will you have enough food? Yeah, but I feel that I will sell everything I can to get that elephant on turn 30.
Yeah, it's
I do like that Meroe is 19 grows versus how many? Like 12. Oh no, it's 16 now. Okay. Now we have nets, like it.
yeah, that's
Found
better.
Buddhism. I
But
I don't have any opinion on this because I haven't tried it. This
I don't know. I feel like this is. I don't see. I do not see why he's founding Buddhism here. It does not make any sense to me. And I mean, I
Yeah.
think that's something that I wanted to comment now. It's like I was looking a bit at their tech choices, and it doesn't. They at least don't have anything targeted in terms of techs. But I don't see what kind of tech paths they're planning here. Um, and especially on Maria's side, I'm slightly concerned that he doesn't seem to be picking any science techs. He doesn't have aristocracy. He doesn't seem to be going into, monasteries, which would be quite nice with Moria, given that you can just get Buddhism there and you can also get the Hinduism through the shrines. I No, maybe you can't get Hinduism through the shrines. I don't. No,
I
you probably can get Hinduism through the shrines. Yeah, you should be getting Hinduism through the shrines. Um, I mean, you just don't have any science tech picked here, which is a bit concerning. And Kush, on the other hand, now he's been he did get the centralization, and so he's getting good science from Moreau, and now he's already 10 science per turn ahead.
and
So
military drill will help him also.
of course that will be an added bonus as well.
So are there some okay, and there is a judge governor for exactly Hunter's family. So it's very beneficial when you have traders cap to have here this guy placed and just buy all of your acolytes, officers, and yeah, I don't know, poets maybe.
Yeah, for sure. And that would be great for him in his hunter capital here to just, buy a couple of officers, maybe buy the miner as well. And then he will be set up to start producing a lot of Sentinel units, which he's gonna need because Morga is clearing his side of the map fast, and he
Yeah,
has a lot of military production behind him. So if he wants to turn aggressive, then you definitely want a lot of Sentinel slingers to protect yourself.
is there an easy way for Kush to make it to developed culture like lightning fast in like 10 in 5 turns?
In the
Probably,
hunter,
yeah. But he doesn't need it right now because he doesn't have barracks yet. But I will try
maybe
to
if
go with some luxuries
I
for
think
them.
he could, if I don't know if he's teched the border boost yet, but if he gets the border boost and gets the honey that
Oh,
is
okay.
between into his hunter city, and he builds an urban improvement on that, that will give him 50 culture
Yeah,
from eliminating that, and so that way he could quickly go yeah,
developed.
into developed. But I think, anyways, there's not really a rush in getting to develop now because it's not really close to 4 laws yet, and he does
Hmm.
get 5 culture there because he has both the paganism, and he did build an apprentice acolyte there, in addition to his leader also being inspiring now.
It's true.
So I think he will get the developing by the time he has 4 laws just naturally. So no need to kind of
Okay, and there
rush
are
it, I think.
two shrines already here, so pyramids are providing nice 2 civics boost. Nice.
We haven't seen any. I think both players have. No, we do have some stone income now from Moria because he went slavery and he didn't go for the freedom.
Okay.
Which I feel like is a bit of a mistake given his clearing speed. It would have been nice for him to be able to just pump out those settlers a bit faster.
I mean, yeah, he probably sees that there are still a lot of places to colonize, conquer, expand to.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I'm
But on
not
the other
sure.
hand, his economy is looking very nice in terms of the iron
Right.
and stone. And we compare that to Kush, who has 0 iron and 0 stone income. Or I mean
Let's
negative actually in both. So
actually check
it's
it some. Okay, so there are more towns for Moria, and that's why he's catching up with growth. In terms of civics, Kush is a bit ahead. Okay, in three warlike families for Moria definitely help with training production. But Kush will have military drill soon. Culture. Kush is crushing in culture. Wow.
yeah, I mean it would be with traders. Do you think he is eyeing the lighthouse? I mean, I would be salivating at the thought of it.
Yeah, and I mean Coliseum is very nice because he will have a lot of uh, citizens in
Yeah,
capital by the time it will be built.
that's true. He does have quite good growth there, so that would be pretty big. What do you think about the fact that he's building Acolyte in his capital instead of building the Elder Shopkeeper? I think I would have preferred to build the Elder Shopkeeper instead of the Acolyte.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, going for
It does take a little bit
4.2
longer.
civics and getting plus 40 family opinion, I feel that it definitely worth it. And then you go build your shopkeeper and you hurry it. I mean, that's probably what
Yeah,
I do with trader seats.
no, for sure. It's gonna be so much science if he gets that Shopkeeper. I mean, it's four science flat out, and he will also get 4+ growth, which would just be really nice.
And in case he will drop this diplomat here, he will get more than 200 opinion. So we'll, okay, he got it just right now from something. So, okay, he built a city.
But still, it's at 201, so it's probably not gonna last.
And now it's 241.
It's 241. Ah, okay.
Probably he actually appointed a
He
governor.
did put the oligarch, but in the second trader city, which I feel like is
Wow.
but a bad decision. Um,
Why? Okay, maybe.
because yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Also, especially because he had a second law choice available to him. So he just delayed it by, well, actually 2 turns, unless he councils somewhere. He doesn't have enough civics to start a law next turn. He could have been
Right.
getting. I might even be
Okay,
tempted to actually get slavery if I was him at this point because his economy is quite weak.
that's true. But yeah, with freedom you can build more workers potentially. But for more workers you need more orders and it's a bit tricky.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a tough choice, but I definitely see the freedom angle. Yeah, I
Hmm.
think he definitely should have put the governor in his capital. Yeah, if he was going to put that.
Yeah, a bit weird, but maybe there are
He is
some
racing
specific.
ahead on science, though. Now he is approaching
Ooh, yeah,
double the science per turn. I mean, it's not quite there yet, but and it's at 31 to 18. Right? So it's yeah.
true, true. Very dramatic rise. King helps a lot, but what about? Yeah, the cities for Moria are providing. How he ended up with a leader without wisdom being tactician. That's an interesting thing to see.
Yeah, what happened there? I guess he got proud.
He's stressed also.
and then is stressed. Yeah, it doesn't
That's
help his science.
This combination makes sense. In case you're proud, then there are a lot of danger to your self-esteem, and because of that, you become stressed.
Yeah. Yeah, Cyan and Frederick are thinking we might be seeing a spearman rush from Moria, which would be quite solid though. I
Yeah,
feel like with all his military production, he could do quite a bit of damage. He's accrued quite a bit of experience to these warriors that he has already. So upgrading them into spearmen will make for some very scary units that he could try to march into the enemy lands. Yeah, Byron would be nice, as Frederick is saying.
true.
I don't know if he's not really that close to it though, and with his science, it would take him quite a while. But he, on the other hand, he probably would need. I feel like if I were Maria here, I would want one order take before I attacked. So it would probably be nice to go into navigation and getting the serfdom to be able to support an attack.
Yeah, I mean, attacking without ships through these marshes, I just feel you do want heroes for all of your units, or you're gonna be at half, not half, but you will have 4 or 5 damage dealt to you before the combat starts. Yeah, so I
Yeah,
don't
and we're also taking massive amounts of orders.
right.
Like, I think he will need, just like like three, maybe 4 turns to cross with one unit across this gap. 4 turns. That's then we're talking about 12 orders. So even if we just want to move across 4 spearmen, or just the amount of units he has now, if he upgrades them and moves across 4 spearmen, then we're talking 48 orders to do that. Currently it's
Oh,
at 15 orders a turn. So we would have to use 3 turns of just moving these units to cross them. Which is, it's an investment.
a bit too big investment in my view.
Yeah. And of course
Okay.
he has to get the units into position first, so it's probably more like 4 turns of just moving units.
Oh,
And
maybe
then would still with that, he would only have 4 spearmen across. And I feel like 4 spearmen would not be enough against sentinel slingers.
true. I actually now feel that, I mean, he has a holy city here, so civics production here is the same as in your capital. Definitely, as an orator, you gain more from higher culture level, but yeah, I feel in case this is a holy city, then placing here guy who will boost your civics feels fine.
It's not crazy. Not crazy. But he has still not adopted any law yet, even though he has more than 400 civics, which is just
Right.
a way, I think, unless he is trying to adopt state religion, but I don't see why he would do that now. He is going into monotheism, though, which I think is not terrible. I mean, I guess he wants to get polytheism so he can really leverage the Kush
Shrines. Yeah.
shrines, but he doesn't have any stone to back this up. So now it's a bit of a struggle.
Maybe he wants to build couple Zoroastrian monasteries
Yeah,
before.
but
I'm not sure if it.
like monasteries, unless you're also going into land consolidation, or you have clerics, or that good. I mean, they're good because they're an ability to get the monks, which are some of the best urban specialists in the game, I feel like. But yeah, maybe building one or two and getting monks would not be terrible, but it's not. It's not my favorite.
But for sure, as Kush,
Yeah,
you do need to go polytheism, like no option to go any other way. I mean, in long term, you
yeah,
go monotheism, but basically you want to build shrines in every city, every game.
yeah.
Okay.
No, not sure.
It feels like this because we have how many shrines right now? So there is one here, two here, three, three shrines for now. Okay, that's not bad, but probably he wants to build his more efficient shrines.
Yeah.
That gives orders, very nice one, and is boosted by farms.
Now we've crossed double the amount of science per turn for Kush. So the science lead is becoming quite large. But of course, if he doesn't turn it into many military units, then it doesn't matter.
And that's true, and I just don't see why players don't like farms. Here are so many places for very nice farms. I
Yeah.
mean, marshes, apart from the wheat farm, which is like no-brainer in my book.
Yeah. I will go AFK for 5 minutes, but I will be right back.
Sure, see you soon. So, Moria finished Buddhism, which is nice. I don't have any experience with those scenes, and he's building ziggurat. So, for a long-term game, it's a nice one, and it pays for itself in terms of civics in 5 terms. Okay, I do wonder where his stone is coming from. Oh, okay, okay, stone is coming from slavery. I see. Okay, ziggurat is nice, but why not pyramids? I don't know. I feel like maybe Moria have really good time with civics, but I'm building pyramids even playing as Hittites. So yeah, I feel pyramids are just very efficient. Oh, true. How are we doing in terms of food? 21 for Kush and plus 10 for Moria. Okay, so seems they are fine in terms of a drought, but I don't like this map filter. Yeah, and I do think that Kush is juggling, may juggle text to get border boost because it's very efficient to get it here. You can probably collapse some of your borders and have very efficient sea roads for unit movement. So yeah, I do think he is juggling to delay border boost. Oh, okay, okay. No sign of arid, and that means no pyramids to build. Let me see if I do this. Pyramids. So, yeah, but you can build pyramids here in your forward town, which is a bit weird, but you probably want high culture in your forward champion site. Not the seat, but still. Desperation. Oh, it's the drought event. Mamma mia, he decided to go with a raid. Mamma mia, why? And now what? One, two boys to defend. It's not enough. He will have to bring down. I mean, this guy, this guy. Okay, it might be enough. One, two, three, four. But there are 6 strand boys, and there are a lot of 6 strand boys. Mamma mia! There are 3 6 strand boys. Why? Why don't give them food? Oh, it seems to be PvE experience for Moria soon. Okay, and now he's juggling technologies and probably will go for border boost, or he will go for monasticism for some time because he has one settler in 3 turns, one in 5 turns. So no, he is not delaying it any longer, and borders will expand right now. And this is also interesting because quarry here will provide. I mean, it doesn't change that much. It's 3 here, but 4 turns here. Okay. Let's see what Moria does with those boys. Scythians are offering tribal truce, but not Scythians are raiding his cap. Okay. It's like a Bronze Age collapse. We see people incoming. True, Moria has champs, but spears, not yet. And they definitely want to have some against mostly cavalry force. Do they have some nice traits like shield bearer, for example? Oh, and this guy is even bloodthirsty. Now Pataliputra doesn't have civics for a Russian, but he would like to have civics in 3 turns to rush spearmen right away. Hello. So
Anything
Moria,
dramatic?
Yeah, there were droughts for both players, and Moria decided not to pay them 100 something food, I believe.
Oh,
And now you see strange 6 boys raiding him. Mostly
yeah,
six
that one is
strength.
very painful. There are
And
some
he,
really rough.
yeah, and phalanx are going online in 3 turns. So,
What bad timing.
yeah, I mean,
And all his units are away.
this warrior in 2 turns is coming to help. This guy is already almost here, but
Do you think he's gonna have to cancel the ziggurat?
I feel that I actually don't know how raiders will feel about the ziggurat, what they do prioritize, going for a unfinished wonder or going for a city. But I feel they just destroy this wonder. But
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not
so too. I
sure.
think he has to cancel it.
Can he get a refund for some of resources in case of cancellation?
Yeah, I think as long as he cancels it, he will get a full
Okay.
refund. I think it's a full refund.
This Kushite
Mm.
pyramids looks a bit optimistic. Okay, let's see the.
Yeah, I feel like there's a bit of a missed opportunity there that he could maybe have tried to position his shrines in a way that he get full coverage of the Kushite pyramids by building things between the borders of Ashkurt and Mecca.
Yeah. Now I understand what people meant when they told that playing Kush is the most Tetris-like experience in Old World.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Yeah, no, I think you really have to make a lot of planning and really do your urban buildings perfectly
Yeah, yeah.
to really get the full. Okay, you can't cancel wonders, Frederick was saying. So, yeah, that's rough. I would probably, I might just take the slinger and take it out of the city and put it on top of my worker then, honestly, and just pray that they don't both die.
True. I'm not sure how much damage does 6 strand boy in open because they have plus 10 versus ranged also, those raiders.
All right. Not
Some of them
yeah,
are
that's some
bloodthirsty and some of them
nasty.
are shield
That's
bearers.
some nasty raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they do about 5, maybe 6 damage. And on this warrior, they will do 5 damage, but that one's full health now, so
And as we can see,
probably
there is no more built Kushite pyramids here. That's a wise decision. But why no farm? Farm is just profitable. He has worker just on the farm tile.
yeah, it'd be good to build that one.
Yeah. So I see that Moria's army, very strong contingent, and this is like something I would do in this case. I will put tactician on the slinger here because you can stun very strong unit each turn.
Yeah. But I think it's a mistake what he has done now. He hasn't moved any unit on top of the worker on the ziggurat. I think he should at least rush
Yeah.
this warrior that's there on top of the ziggurat, because now I think he was lucky with the AI that they decided to pillage instead of, or like pillage instead of killing this worker. But I think next on the probably priority list is going to be taking out the ziggurat.
In case they will kill a worker, Diggerat goes down automatically.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Now let's check what do they do. Okay, they decided to go for a warrior, which is a good news for Moria.
So lucky with the cigarette. But now on this turn though, there is no way that that the raiders don't kill this worker on the cigarette.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy if it doesn't. But he's been so lucky, or he's been very
And now
smart. I
hunters
mean,
really hate him because hostile tribes are inside the territory.
yeah,
So we might
it's
see,
getting minus 80 for that.
yeah, and we might see some rebels joining raiders. Do they actually fight each other?
No,
They just
I
do.
don't think so.
Yeah, okay.
At
That
least I
would
think
be
they will just fight
interesting.
you.
True, makes sense. To overthrow the government.
Yeah. Now, something interesting is that maybe you mentioned this, but Kush swapped off of monotheism, which he was researching. He did 115 research into monotheism, and
Yeah,
he's now doing navigation instead.
that's because he grabbed border boost when he built this town. So he waited a bit to build another town
Ah,
and grab a border boost.
that makes sense.
Okay, so tension is high. What raiders will do now?
And in the end, their settling speed is actually not only very similar, but I'm thinking that Kush is maybe going to settle his side of the map first, even though
Yeah,
Moria cleared his site faster, probably because of that growth difference. And
it's something that, I mean, you see, there are 8 military units for Moria, but the problem is there are no orders to utilize those. And
yeah,
it feels a bit weird to have that. And for sure, in terms of workers, Moria has 3, and Kush, I'm not sure how many he has, but he has 6. So Kush will do resources, civics, and science much faster from now
yeah.
on.
But something that is quite interesting, though, is that Moria has a lot more legitimacy than
Interesting.
Kush does. Um, he has finished 2 ambitions, and he's about to finish his 3rd ambition,
Right. He also
which
killed a
helps
lot of
quite a bit
units.
with his leader. Yeah, I think that helps, and I think he's also been quite smart with the events.
And I wonder
Actually,
who he
because
lost.
yes,
Because he lost someone. And it wasn't a scout. So it was maybe a worker or maybe a warrior or something. But it's definitely understandable when defending this kind of a tribal invasion.
yeah, it's so crazy that this cigarette is completely fine.
Those
I feel like
workers
I
are
don't know.
crying, sweating tears, but building that fucking ziggurat.
Yeah, that's insane. I don't know. Like I don't know if this is luck or if maybe I'm just too careful or I don't know. It feels like I would for sure get my ziggurat destroyed if this was me. Maybe it's just bad
Yeah,
luck.
maybe there are some intricate
Maybe
prioritization
it's
algorithms.
maybe the barbarians are, you know, very evil, and they're just gonna be waiting until the last possible turn to make it as painful as possible.
Yeah, I do like that. You see this 1 HP damage by Raider, by elite Libyan cavalry and Amazon cavalry. So those raiders are not prioritizing good enemy units to do
No,
damage.
not really smart. Yeah, I think this undefended worker is gonna make it actually.
Yeah,
Crazy
yeah.
stuff. This
But
worker has no reason to be alive. He should not be. He should not be alive. This seems very unreasonable. Just chilling there while there was like 5 strength 6 barbarians right around him.
and
Just building his wonder.
he will finish Ziggurat just on time to repair all of those improvements, I believe.
Yeah, no, it looks like it. Perfect timing.
But you do lose all the resources those improvements could produce all this time.
Yeah.
So I feel this is an
No, it was
expensive
definitely a
raid.
big mistake
Yeah.
to not pay off. I mean, this is
Ooh. And
one of
now,
the very bad events.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, definitely you're correct, definitely. And that club thrower menacingly attacked guy not standing in a forest. So I thought maybe there was
And the club
a
row is
loss.
fierce as well, so it does a lot of damage. But
Yeah.
this is one of the events that in competitive mode, like it's usually in competitive mode, there's not many. Like this is one of the only like bad at tribal raid events in competitive mode. Uh, I think at some point they had actually removed. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think this is the only tribal raid from like outside of the borders event in competitive mode that you really want to avoid.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think there are none other ones.
Yeah, good to know. It's just that usually food is the resource I'm going for as my top priority. Usually because it comes
Yeah,
with growth. And because of that, usually you can pay that tax for
yeah.
food.
No, their food income has been absolutely terrible this game. It's but somehow it's working for Kush though. I mean, he doesn't seem to be. He does have a food stockpile, so it seems to be working out.
Dakka, Meroe, so he is going for fish, for crabs and stuff like that. No farms yet. I mean, okay.
No. One thing that I don't like in Kush is that he still has not built the Elder Shopkeeper,
All right.
uh, which is a
Yeah.
waste. I mean, his science is much better than Morius is, but it could be even better. He shouldn't be building. I don't think he should be building any workers here
And that's another
in
specialist
row.
for ambition. So
That's
just
true.
makes sense to go for that. Okay, raid is coming to the end. Pataliputra is safe, almost. Now he, Moria sees Kusha's leader menacingly leading his slingers. But I'm sure both players know there is no easy way to get from their part of the map to another part of the map. So I feel that whoever prioritizes economy more will win in the end.
Yeah, I think you're right. Um, and now we do see a much stronger economy for push. But I
That's
don't know.
true.
What do you think? What do you think Maria is planning to do here right now? I think he does have quite a lot of units. Do you think he's gonna try something? He's cleared his side of the map. Do you think he's just gonna try
Oh,
to invest in this economy, or do you think he's gonna go on the aggressive?
I mean, he built Ziggurat, so he probably wants to build a lot of improvements. But for that, he needs workers, and he's building some, two. That's fine. So I feel that he is not inclined to go into aggression. He will try to somehow get worker number parity, and from there maybe more improvements. Yeah, but
Yeah, the ziggurat is maybe a strange choice in terms of the wonders here. Maybe
I
it would have
mean,
been nicer to go for like the lighthouse or the pyramids.
true, and definitely in case you go for ziggurats, you expect freedom also, because with ziggurats you want more workers, and for that you want more growth. And this map is really good for freedom because there are how many sites for each player? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Seems like 9 cities per player.
That's right. Yeah, no, it's a pretty big map in
Yeah.
terms of city sites, so it would have been pretty good freedom. And also feel like with ziggurat, it's most beneficial if you're building a lot of urban improvements. I feel like usually those are the expensive ones. And Maria has really not unlocked any urban improvements. He doesn't even have military drill.
Why
Uh,
wasn't there any countdown until Barbarian Camp will be respawned?
I think because he's cleared out all the barbarians on his side. So
Oh, interesting.
once the barbarians nearby are cleared out, the timer disappears.
Wow, interesting. Okay. It doesn't take into account organized tribes like Gauls and stuff like that, right?
No, I think it does take into account the organized tribes, but I think they have to be close enough, or like
Okay.
maybe connected, because there is a goal site, up in the
Yeah.
northeast corner, which is not super far away, but I guess it's not connected by land, so maybe it doesn't matter for that reason.
Okay.
Um,
Interesting to know.
but I'm not super sure of how the mechanic works. Maybe someone in watching knows.
The land of hairy men. I believe it's a reference to the gorillas from the Herodotus description, but I'm not sure.
Which one?
This
What's
land of the
the land of
hairy
her?
men.
Ah, yeah. I mean, there's a link to the Wikipedia site, the Hano the Navigator.
And I believe Herodotus was telling stories about the Hannah the Navigator. But
Yeah, no,
he doesn't
it
have
does say so.
exploration, right? Yeah, he doesn't have exploration. So Duke Amanteja probably is foolish now.
Yeah, or is he superstitious? I don't know which one I would have picked. Yeah, but it's super dangerous to make your heirs traveling afar if you don't have exploration. It's like
Right.
you just should never do it if you don't have exploration first.
And it feels like it doesn't pay off even in case you have exploration, because you want to go for exploring for everyone apart from your heir, because that way you can have some events even
Tutoring.
without tutoring. I mean, tutoring sometimes is not available. Actually, is it?
Yeah.
Let's see for Kush. So he has a courtier, so he
Mm.
can be tutoring so definitely no good time to. But wait, it's probably not his heir. His heir is.
No, his heir is the fierce commander.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So
quite nice. Yeah, but 7 years and Kush is going to be on 4 loss. So
right,
actually, I quite like where Kush's economy is at right now, except maybe he's missing some food, but like his base resources are is getting some every turn. Somewhat stabilized. He's gonna be in 7 years. He's gonna be getting polytheism, which is one
he.
of the core takes for a Kush, where he's gonna be setting up his like mid-game science.
Yeah,
Or
I
like, it's
mean,
gonna be the backbone for his mid-game science, and he's gonna have 4 laws, so he'll be able to build his archer unique units, which are going to be quite good for pushing on these narrow paths, because it's going to have a
very
lot of
good.
units that will have be able to push or be able to attack. Because otherwise, if it's a melee unit, then he will maybe only have one unit that's attacking each turn. But with the archers, he'll be able to attack with many units at the same time.
And probably
And he
you.
also has the ability to build ships.
Yeah, and in case there are no sneaky ships, your stacked archers, because you want them stacked because they have this volley, won't be
Yeah,
punished by routing because there is just one way to get to them, and there will be a spear there.
yeah, no, that's true. There are no horses. I mean, maybe Moria could be going into chariots. But otherwise, I'm not really worried for any horse unit from Moria for a long time, because his science is so weak right now, and he doesn't really have anything to back it up behind this, right? So it's not. He
Yeah,
doesn't have any science text, so the science is really what it is now, and it's not going to be improving. Um,
true. Military drill and divination are not taken, so just zero possibilities to get urban specialists. Am I right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No, you're completely right.
okay.
There is no possibility to get any urban specialist at all. And like those two techs, I feel like, are the military drill and divination are like the kind of the bread and butter for the early game science. Like that those are the two techs together, also with aristocracy for the what's it called?
True.
Through centralization. Those are like the main early game science techs, and he has none of them. Um, and I think that's what you see the difference now, where we have Kush at 41 science per turn
And let's
and Maria
compare.
at 24. And that, I think that is those three techs that sets up your early game science, and then of course afterwards you need another tech for your mid game science, but those are like early game science
I
techs.
feel that specialist disparity will go larger and larger. For now, it's 3 for Kush and 1 for Moria. But the main problem, I can see workers produced for Kush is 5 and for Moria it's 1. So he
Oh wow, only one
got
worker produced is crazy.
got one for free from the start and probably took a bonus card, or he has 3 workers for now. So
That's nothing.
yeah, and they all build in off family apart from one, a family staff, but he got ziggurat. That's
Best of the
fine.
ziggurat. So you're gonna be a bit cheaper to build
Make
more stuff
some,
from now, but
yeah,
that's tough.
yeah. The economy overall in terms of resources looks much more healthy for Kush. Actually, Moria has a lot of money income. I wonder how.
I don't know.
Oh, it's
I
because
guess
of the king. King is 6 discipline. 200 gold per
yeah.
turn.
But on the other hand, you know, Kush has traders, and his king is also
Ooh,
four discipline.
I love
Mm.
this one. Lumber mill. And
Do you go for the
it's
lumber mill or the 55 science here?
for lumber mill for sure because it's even plus 20%. And you put there lumber boy. I don't know. Maybe it's not correct. 55 science is like whole turn,
More than
but
a whole turn.
lumber mill, it feels
I think
lumber
at this
mill is
point,
nice.
since he's nowhere close to getting lumber mills, it's quite nice. I mean, that's gonna be produce so much wood and save him so many orders from chopping. So I don't know.
Yeah, but it's
Uh,
a bit crappy tile for lumber mill. There are no pastures around. No, they do have got bonus from a river or and from something else.
from
Uh,
uh, uh,
Lumber mill
these
camp.
games from camps.
Yeah,
Camps is what they're called.
camps. Right, right.
Yeah,
So
but
it's only 5 wood, but it's still nice. 5 wood
no, you'll
plus
be able to get like the 10 wood from. Oh, it's from
specialist,
Fluban.
and yeah, and he went
Mm.
for a lumber mill.
It
I
just
love it.
6 wood. I don't know if I would have gone for this.
Specialist.
6 wood. Oh, I don't know. It's not bad, but
Woodcutter give
yeah, I don't think I
additional
would have gone for it.
science as a rural specialist, so they are
Yeah,
more
it's true. Woodcutter is good.
intellectual boys.
Yeah, the intellectual the intellectual
Lumberjacks.
woodcutters. Yeah, the intellectual lumberjacks. Exactly. That's the word I was looking for.
Okay, will he be able to repair them all? Nope. I believe nope. One of the quarries will be quarry or the mine will be down, right?
Yeah, it looks like it. I'd probably leave one of the mines. Save the quarry.
Oh, free revelation. Is it interesting? Beach Temple
I
05.
like
Oh,
Revelation,
there's.
but 50% chance of losing 1 charisma.
Yeah, he went for revelation. I mean, and
It's
he
not
is
terrible.
doomed.
It's gonna help him spread quite a lot. Yeah, and it's doomed anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm not sure I love the veneration though, but maybe I got it for free too. And yeah, I guess it is what it is. I mean, it's gonna help him with opinion. You know, he's gonna want to spread this around and
Yeah.
get better opinion for it. But I don't really see why he went for Buddhism to begin with, to be honest. I mean, I guess you could imagine maybe as an alternative to going. You should do want some religious or pagan clan to manage opinion. Um, and I guess if you don't go for divination, then I guess this is an alternative in terms of the opinion. But I mean, you do, yeah, but you do want divination, of course, for the science. So I don't know really. I'm struggling to make sense of the Buddhism play, but
Do you remember who tactician hates? Okay, they hate commanders. Okay, so no big chance to get head of religion that hates you. So new queen for Kush, and families are mostly fine with her. A bit disrespect from traders,
yeah, you
probably
just have the
because
opportunity to put in a good governor. I know, sorry, good ambassador though.
oh, for some reason this guy was blinded. Uh, that guy who used to be a governor here.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Nice one. She can get
I would have
more.
liked to see another governor though in Moreau. He has some good options there, and also having an ambassador. He does have quite a lot of civics stacked up, and he's not really using that for anything right
Ooh,
now.
Pathfinder. I just take Pathfinder in case there are more than one fish thing. Net
I
resource.
would I might have put a Pathfinder maybe in the second
But
trader
there is
city
also.
and put the judge in a row and start buying some.
Ooh, you're correct. Yeah, there is a and he. Oh, naturalist is not that same.
He also has the opportunity to put
Yeah.
a judge in Naka now and start buying some specialists because it's developing.
All right. Yeah. And no,
Doesn't
uh,
seem to have built any barracks so far though,
only one
which
governor
is
and very like it's just not the judge governor.
no, not a judge governor, and he also doesn't have any ambassador, which I feel like is a mistake. That would probably help quite a bit.
True. And we have
But
another king for Moria also. That's interesting. They synchronized. Their previous leaders
yeah,
synchronized in Dine.
a
And
scholar though, which gonna help a little bit with science. Now his science has already jumped to 31 now, which is a big improvement. And so all of a sudden he's
yeah, and
not as far. No, their science is equal now. Kush and Moria are at 31 science.
but
So
I was
um,
thinking maybe there is a nice place to put the governor, but no, just no science in the
no, because he doesn't
capital.
have any specialists anywhere.
Yeah, yeah. The most developed in terms of science is Gujara, and where is Gujara? This is the one because it has one specialist. Okay.
He's getting military drill now, so he may start building specialists soon, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah. And he has three military families, so I expect barracks everywhere.
Yeah. Now, what do you think about the three military family strategy?
So like raiders, a very nice family because Sid provides you two orders, but new cities are not very good for raiders, and so I feel champions and hunters can scale somehow,
Mm.
but raiders not really very nice to scale with. So I don't
Yeah.
know. It feels like hunters for the capital was not the best choice.
No, I don't think it was a great choice either. I mean, I don't think it was the worst choice, but I would probably not have gone riders and champions as well after this. I think he had a lot of other decision possibilities, right? He
Yeah,
could have gone, maybe statesman for one. Could have been quite
sure.
nice.
Yeah,
Or sages could also been quite good. Um, there are multiple opportunities. One thing that I find is noteworthy, though, is that neither player has gone towards land consolidation. It's not. I guess it wasn't that good of a map for land consolidation, actually. I thought it was better than it actually was. I mean, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 grams. So it's not that many, and there's like they're not stacked with each other, so you can't get the synergy
Yeah.
between the monasteries.
Okay, yeah, no sages, so probably no one is interested in German aqueduct.
No, probably not. Although I wouldn't hate the German aqueduct for now just because they have a zero food income, and the German would be quite a helpful food income change.
Yeah, and also German aqueduct can be built near marshes, so you have free wood from it.
That's true. That's not terrible. They could use some wood. Especially Kush could use some wood because he's
All
going to be one of
right.
building unique units in 4 years, hopefully. And he can't do that if he doesn't have any wood.
In 4 years and garrisons, which are somewhere there, and then strongholds.
Yeah,
So I
so
believe
like
it's like 9.
9 years.
Yeah. But here he can do it much faster because -2 urban improvement time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Nice,
So
and he's building
7 years.
farms on marshes. Very good. That's what I like to see. Very good. Perfect.
It's probably, I mean, that goes at both of his. I'm usually not that big of a fan of the marsh farms, but right now he needs wood and he needs food, which is exactly what those give. So, but I guess they're kind of a perfect improvement.
Okay, seems Professor Curly has some issues with the connection. Mm, do we? So for now, a game is paused by one of the players, by Professor Curly, right?
Yeah.
And it takes from his time bank, kinda.
The pause? No, I don't think so.
Okay, okay.
What do you mean?
So I've thought that when you pause, it
Mm.
takes from your bank account, but it seems what then it's not about pausing, it's about this extension, this
Yeah, it's the
sand
extension.
clock.
So when you
Yeah,
click
yeah.
on the hourglass, then it will consume from your bank account. The pause will not. The pause is
Yeah,
just its pause.
okay. I see, I see. And this hourglass is getting filled by doing your turns a bit faster than the timer, right?
Exactly, but I don't know exactly the math. But yeah, and you can use it as many times as you want as long as there's still time in the bank account. And so you can like use it repeatedly each turn. If you need an extra minute, you just click it twice,
Uh-huh.
get some extra time.
Okay, so something is posted in Discord. Let's see. Stacked on top of the tribals. Okay, so this is that visual bug. So
Yeah, it seems like it's just a visual bug.
I guess players can probably restart the
They can
game.
sort it out. Can sort it out the way they like. They can decide what they feel is best. He's building a woodcutter though, which is nice.
And
I
Elder
don't hate that at
Shopkeeper.
all.
Yeah, yeah. I like it
The
also.
Elder Shopkeeper. Bit of a late Elder Shopkeeper, but better late than never.
Yeah. Probably perfect scene to hurry with civics, but maybe
I don't know. I wouldn't hurry with civics now. I feel like he should use his civics for the law, and he should assign some proper governors.
yeah, and because he has also judges.
Yeah.
So take a lot of orders. Okay. So it seems players are fine with it. It's not a visual bug. I believe it is a visual bug.
I don't know. It seems like visual bug, but maybe it's not. I don't know.
But I'm fine if they want to rehost, no problem.
Yeah.
From the beginning? Uh, Not from the beginning.
I think we'll just start straight from here.
Yeah. Okay. I've saved the game just in case, but I'm not sure if my save can be used for other players.
No, I think he can. I've also said the game and just in case, but I think I figured it out. I think should also be auto saved. I think.
Is this Mahabodhi temple is the religious wonder, right? For Buddhism.
For
Yeah,
Buddhists, I think
created
so.
by his
Yeah.
disciple. This is, I mean, I don't feel it's worth it.
No, I also don't think it's worth it. I mean, it's like a bit of extra culture, which is not the worst thing you can get, but it's not like he's going for a culture
Yeah.
thing, you know?
Okay, so let's go and try to connect to the rehosting. Okay. Not sure, maybe I'm connected to the old one, still being there, but it's
Yeah, but
fine.
it seems like I don't know. Professor Curly seems to still be in the game. I don't know.
Uh, okay, I can see they're texting each other, so feels fine. I mean, what is... I don't understand how Kush can be upset by having less units to clear from Scythians, but somehow he's upset.
No, but I think he's just trying to be a good sportsman.
Okay. Yeah, those ghosts are just visual bug. There are no actual units behind it. I'm sure there were no unit even before. Hopefully it's
Yeah.
fine by now. Do you know how the change transition from simultaneous to tense turns go? I mean, uh, how the game decides who goes first and how it decides who goes the second?
So it's like there's like a player 1 and a player 2 in the game. So I think now it should be push who is player 1 is on top.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
the top player on the stack goes first. And so it will kind of revert to that. So as if you had played turn by as if you had played non-simultaneous from the start.
Makes sense. Okay. So players are talking about an advantage, but I don't think there were any advantage given to Kush or disadvantage given to Kush by this bug, right?
No, I think nothing.
Okay, let's check some records. Culture dropped for Kush. Probably previous leader was inspirational. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Now Moria has one more city than Kush.
Yeah. But both of them are kind of done, settling their sides of the map. So now we're kind of moving into the mid game, I feel like.
Yeah, from your first point of view, what will be the avenue of attack? What route you will try to take? Is it over the northern land part or center water part with lakes and marshes in the center, or the southern one, land connection?
I think it's hard. I'm not sure actually what I would like to do. I think one thing that is a little bit crazy but could be cool. I think as you noted before, I think the key thing in this game is probably going to be having colonies and doing some tile buying, I think. And so I really think it will end up being a question of, okay, how can you tile buy in a nice way? I think one way to do nice tile buying would be to buy through like through the middle, and like if I'm Kush kind of, and it's symmetrical, so you kind of buy up through the middle and then you buy southward so you can kind of pick up this ore, and then lead to some of these fish resources, and then hopefully by that you can kind of get so that could be
Okay,
kind of a nice way
okay.
to buy yourself over.
That's
I think
true.
another nice way might be, I mean, Kush does have, I mean, he doesn't maybe know this, but he's quite ahead of science. He has ships and Muria doesn't. So just attacking along the southern oceans or southern or northern ocean might not be terrible.
Yeah.
I think if you go in with the ships and you can kind of, if you can take those islands, if Kush could take the Gaul island, and then attack into Varanasi, that would be quite defendable for Kush from Kush's point of view. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
he would have really strong defensive position there. Yeah, how about you? Where do you think the opportunities are?
Yeah, I will try to. So, at first, builder cannot turn marsh into urban tile, right?
No, I don't think so. Pretty
Yeah,
sure not.
yeah. Okay, then, then yeah, probably it's colonies. And in terms
Yeah,
of Moria, I will try to go from Gujara to the scraps and pearls and marble
yeah,
and kind of make it inland sea.
yeah,
I'm sure that's possible with exploration easily and colonization. But maybe even
yeah.
without
No,
exploration, it's possible.
yeah, I think so too. And I think having those inland seas are gonna be huge. If you let your opponent kind of get that, you're gonna be really struggling to attack into them. It would be such a strong defensive position to have this middle landmass between the two mountain ranges. But we might be seeing in some action though, because in the north, Moria is moving 4 spearmen
All right. Oh, yeah.
along the jungle, and Kushis is somewhat out of position to defend against this. I mean, all of his military units are down in the south, and it's gonna take quite a while for him to move his units back up there. So yeah, might actually be somewhat painful here.
That's true.
I don't think it's
And
gonna lose. I don't think it's gonna lose the game from this, but he might uh, temporarily lose the city.
there are no roads also, but
Yeah, it
this
is gonna be
is.
quite a lot of work still for Moria to move these
Oh,
spearmen
yeah.
across, and then first he has to cross the jungle, and then he has to cross the hills, and then he has to cross the marsh. So it is
Mm,
quite the journey they have ahead of them.
maybe in 4 turns, but
Yeah,
still,
probably
I guess they will
at
be
least 4 turns.
in 4 turns. Probably Kush will see incoming units.
Yeah, where are his scouts at?
Kush's one is good question.
His scout dead. I think he lost his. I think Kush lost his scout.
True, no scout.
That is very dangerous, though. Especially on a map like this, when there are like 3 access
Yeah,
points. I think you want 3 scouts if you can, especially if your movement is not strong. Um, then maybe 1 scout would be enough if he could like quickly move. Like if he could just connect his
yeah,
cities,
like
if he
here.
pick up colonies. Yeah, if he was connecting the like Elzuma
Elzuma and
with
Naka.
Kuban,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
yeah, and also with Naka. Then he would have quick movement of all the units. Um,
So in case Kush will pick exploration. Will it be less orders for him to move a warrior placed in Naka towards Elzuma, right? Because it will be along the river and a lake. Am I correct?
I think no, it's just bonus movement on neutral rivers. Um,
But I,
and I
for
think all
some reason,
these
thought lake is also counted, no? No, probably not. Okay.
no, because you can't move on top of the uncontrolled lake, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so you can't cross the lake tiles that it doesn't control. And I don't think you get any bonus from moving next to a lake. I think it's only on the rivers, and the marsh doesn't count as a lake unless there's like, yeah. So I think
Makes
he would get
sense.
no bonus. I mean, there are two lake adjacent, like two lakey tiles between Kuban and Elzuma. Maybe we get a bonus on those, but otherwise I think he gets basically no bonus from exploration on.
Yeah. But you were correct. Those four spearmen are sneaking upon Kush. It might be a big waste of orders in the end.
Yeah, but they're
Because
quite strong units, and I mean he does have good generals on them, and generals make a big difference.
that's true, but there is no way to reinforce this, guys. So,
No, and I also feel like he's attacking on the wrong side of the map, because this is like the side of the map that is least developed for
yeah.
Kush, and so I mean there's not really any improvements that he could pillage or anything like that. Um, because that can also be quite beneficial to just pillage units, you know.
Also, Kush placed strategic warrior into this jungle, which makes it harder to advance. And now,
And
what?
now I'm not really understanding what the spearman is doing
Yeah.
because he can't really get in there this way, unless he changes his mind and wants to go through the
This
middle of the
way.
map.
Boom,
But
boom,
this
boom,
feels like a
boom.
very big waste of orders. He's
Yeah,
gonna
by
have
the
this like
time those
basically
guys,
cross or
there will be bikemans available when those guys will arrive.
yeah, probably. Or he got scared from the one warrior. I don't know, but that seems strange. I think he should have gone for it. I mean, I don't think it was a crazy move. He did have good generals on these spearmen, and Kush does not have any strength 5 units, so I think they could have done quite a bit of damage.
True.
I think they could have been quite a bit of damage, and they could maybe even have won the game if Kush misplayed things. You know, I think if Kush played things correctly, these guys would not win the game. But if he makes a mistake, you know, yeah, you can't. You also have to remember that your opponent can make mistakes, and so
Yeah.
being prepared to utilize them or to like leverage your opponent's mistakes is also important. I think if Kush tried to fight these 4 spearmen and in kind of the open field, I think he would just lose his army and he would maybe not be able to reinforce sufficiently fast where Moria might be able to take 1 or 2 cities and really make things uncomfortable for or kind of at least turn around the econ lead that Kush has.
Yeah, that might be a possibility because I can see that at least 2 turns for some of Kushite units to get there, but mm, yeah, this move into the middle looks like a waste of orders and your most scary units.
Yeah, because now he has big timing for this. Now
And
he has like a power spike that I don't think he will have anymore because Kush has the science lead, and so now he has the opportunity to use his superior military that he invested all his science into.
true,
So he has to go for it.
one
So there's
general
something
will
happening.
be
Otherwise,
also dead in 5-7 turns. So
I mean, that's the tricky thing with going phalanx. It's like it's quite an like for the early game, it's quite an expensive tech, and it doesn't give you any science or econ. So
true.
if you don't use the units for something, then you've just wasted 250 science. Like if it's not to defend from your opponent or to attack into your opponent, then you've wasted 250 science. And he hasn't needed to defend from his opponent, and if he's not attacking, then he's just wasted 250 science.
But it's on the way to the citizenship, still is on the way to battle line, so even more, even less in terms of economy.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, he could go citizenship, that wouldn't be completely insane, but
And now he goes for
yeah.
steel. That's
Yeah, that's a very,
debatable.
I feel like this is a bold decision to go steel here. Or maybe he wants to go Maceman. Maceman are not, Maceman would be a good counter to the Kushite unique unit. Um, but I feel like
Ooh.
Macemen are a tick that is quite expensive. And so I would have liked him to go to first solidify an early game. Like Maceman is like a mid-game timing attack type of thing. And for that, you first need to kind of solidify an early game science base and then go into Maceman. I feel like you can't just go straight into Maceman. I think that won't work. I think they will come online too late for it to.
Elephant supply in Raiders seat, which is nice, but not with one law. So it feels like a bit of a, like by the time you get to 4 laws, you could invest those 2 turns into something else, and that something else will generate you like half of a miner, will turn to full miner and will be helpful. But elephant supply
Yeah,
does nothing until you have 4 laws.
no, I completely agree. I think he's just, yeah, trying to build Q, but he should probably just get a miner instead, as you said. Yeah, and the science is Push is pulling ahead a bit in science again.
I mean,
Like
at
the overall
least,
science is not that big of a difference now. It's a 300 science gap, which is like it's one kind of good take.
yeah. And he also
Not huge.
looks like Freddie Mercury, this Indian leader.
Yeah, we
He he has to get Banner's
we
culture
give
for that.
yeah or good vibes. I don't know. That would probably help. Maybe it does need some bonus culture because this culture is
Oh yeah.
quite poor. Culture. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, Krush has more than 3 times the culture, the total culture
Yeah.
than Moria. He has 1,500 total culture to 443 for Moria. So, but it's not that big of a victory points gap though yet. But we do see that Kush has many developing cities, and in 2 turns he will have a strong city.
Ooh, nice. I do you think that like in case And with a scholar archetype, he will be able to get Maceman's battle line after that. But even that, like, and then what? Even with Macemans, you won't be able to attack without orders or
Yeah,
ship or.
I mean, maybe you could go into navigation afterwards, or some orders and ships. But one big mistake though that I want to point out on Krush's side is he has 4 laws, but he is not building any
Strongholds.
strongholds.
True, that's
So
a weird thing.
he kind of forgot about it a little bit, which happens.
And he's building.
I do that too.
He disrespect farm so much that he's building Zoroastrian monastery on a wheat. I
Oh,
don't.
Jesus, that's crazy. That's crazy. It would have been such a beautiful, like he could have put the granary there in front of the horse,
Yeah,
and he would
yeah.
have been able to boost both of the farms on the marshland and this farm as a monastery. It's kind of crazy to build these so many monasteries now too. I don't really get
Maybe he
this
wants
monastery push.
to go very heavy into science. Yeah, but
But like, I don't know. I don't get the stacking of these monasteries. Like, I guess you can put the monasteries next to each other and then maybe go for the temples to kind of get the achievements as a bonus. Kind of
yeah,
nice, but it's like it's quite little. It's quite a small bonus in terms of the science. I would much rather have seen him put the monasteries next to the grove. I mean, he doesn't have land consolidation now, but maybe in the future he goes land consolidation, and then it would be a nice boost to that grove. Here he just destroyed one, destroyed the wheat.
do you have bonus food for that? Like you do
Yeah, he
with
should be
culture?
getting 50 food.
Okay.
So
No.
that is something. One of 50 food.
Yeah, okay.
Now Kush is going on the attack though. He's going into the jungle in the north. I think he's gonna
This
be in for a
guy.
very nasty surprise.
Cuckoo. Wow. Will he use Force March to retreat? Probably
I
not.
think I would. I think you're just gonna.
Yeah, by retreating with Force March, you force your opponent to use Force March on 2 or even 3 units to get to you and kill you in one turn.
Yeah. So I think it would be efficient for him to use Force March to get to his head.
New ambitions.
But he might
What?
also just lose this unit in one turn. I mean, it's possible. If he moves in with the tactician commander, he could get a crit and then kill the
Sure.
unit in one turn. If he's
But
lucky.
yeah,
There's a 12% chance.
as you can see, there are only 2 generals left, so some of them retired or died in the office.
Crit.
No crit. Yeah, but that's fine because I'm sure he will get to him. And now it's one force march unit versus another force march unit. So no training income saved. Oh, mamma mia. Do you see how many units are being built in Moria's towns? It's a
Yeah, like
lot.
everything is building units. And I think if the map was different, I wouldn't hate this because then you could kind of just walk over and kill his opponent. The
Yeah.
problem with this map is that he can't walk over and kill his opponent because the terrain is so bad.
Yeah. And
So it's kind of like It doesn't matter if he has like 20 units because he can only move like what, like 4 units per turn or something like that. 5 maybe.
But he has husbandry, so he will be able to get, I can see, one, two horses, and that horse will allow him to get to elephant. It's potentially like two, three with specialists, even more orders.
That's true. That wouldn't be a terrible move to improve that horse and put a specialist in it and get the elephant.
Yeah.
You also have some horses in Toasil. Yeah,
And
there are
then
actually a lot of horses in this map.
in
So I mean, his
case,
order economy is not terrible. His order economy is quite respectable. I think so.
for sure. And there are no workers to utilize those. He has
Yeah.
now 9 workers, which is respectable.
Yeah, and they're all working at the same time. So given that, I mean, he has quite a lot of orders. So. But not enough orders that I would like to just walk my units across the map.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you could start building some roads. I mean, there are more marsh and stuff in the way, but if he wants
Actually,
to attack,
he built a road, very efficient one, from the capital all the way
yeah,
to this northern city, but it's fine and it will help, but not now.
yeah, but he should continue the road
Yeah, so tough
upward
not to see a
if he wants
road
to attack.
in this. Like you see this Tripuri and Gujara. You can build one road to the ocean and it will be connected.
One thing that I'm not sure about, actually, can you build road in the jungle without land consolidation?
Ooh, good question. I also don't know.
I'm not sure because you can build road in the woods without, you're not
Removing,
chopping the wood.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if it works the same in the jungle.
I mean, in a hint, it doesn't say anything specific about roads, so I would assume you can build roads through the jungle, but it doesn't make
Yeah,
really
in that
much.
case, it's not that bad. Then you could build road all the way up to Azuma. Could just be that's what I think you should do then. You should just start building a road up all the way there. I mean, there's just one marsh tile that he has to walk
Yeah,
over, but that's not that bad.
true, that's true. Spearman contingent got lost in the mountains.
In the mountainous jungle,
Yeah, but they killed the warrior.
Lefka warriors. They did kill the warrior, so there was no forest march, which is fine, I guess.
But Kush knows there are some
This
strange things.
Kush knows he's moving his units up now. He has so many of these farms now on marshes. He's getting a little bit of wood income, but I don't
Yeah,
know. I feel like the marshland farms are so expensive in terms of orders to get down.
might be you're correct.
I feel like I don't know. I would like to see them buffed, I think. More wood, or that the worker doesn't take any damage
I feel
when
that you
building on them.
can try to minimize losses in terms of healing them and stuff, cause you can do farms on marshes as a last improvement before war, and then move your worker out so it will heal naturally. But definitely, it still makes
Yeah,
that you have only one farm
yeah.
for a town,
It's
which
just so
is
little wood, you know. They just doesn't feel.
yeah.
It doesn't feel
Without
worth it. Maybe it was like
granary,
4 wood
it's not worth it.
with the granary. How much would that?
Usually, you build granary to boost two farms built on marshes, so it's at least something.
That's true. Yeah, but the granary is 60%, right? So, but even that, then we're still at just like kind of 3 and 2 wood. Then it's also 0.2 because you're next one to it, so 2.2.
Oh, and here he doesn't have Kush doesn't have administration, so no granaries.
Like 3.5 wood you get. I mean, maybe it's not terrible. Oh,
Okay, he goes for
Kush
administration.
is. Yeah, so then he would will be able to build some granaries, and we'll
Yeah.
see some bonuses. So that's not terrible. We do have Kush pulling ahead again, much more on science. Now he's 20 science a turn ahead, so that is quite notable. And
Ooh,
he's
and
building a lot of specialists.
first rancher, I believe, is being built. So we might see Judaism founded somewhere
Mhm.
because there is. Oh, it's Fisher.
But still no strongholds started though, which is definitely a mistake.
Yeah, maybe he wants to gather a lot of wood and then. But Stronghold provides you orders, so why don't
Yeah,
go with
stronghold
it?
plus the orders and just getting one unique unit, just 1 or 2 unique units out, which you could just. I mean, I would just sell resources or just like shop uh, for those. To be honest, I think that would just really solidify his position. You know, if he has 2 Sentinel
Oh
unique
yeah,
units,
and they
he
provide.
then there's nothing Mario can do anymore, and then he can just coast on his science lead and win the game. It's like that is like GG.
That's
Uh,
true. I also believe there are very strategic heals that will be able to give you an option to use your unique units versus enemy ships, and this way Kush will be able to contest water even more. But there are no contested
that's true.
water. Okay, there are no contested water for real because these inner lakes, one of them is only Mauryan and one of them is only
Mm.
Kushite, right?
Yeah,
So probably no
but
naval
along the
combat.
southern and northern coasts, there might be some ships.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Kush does have one ship now that he built quite a few turns ago. That's just kind of been chilling there in Paltalaka. But maybe he will start using it for something.
I remember played with Aaron and he started to build lighthouse, uh,
Mm.
or maybe it was Colossus, but I decided it was a brilliant idea to rush one ship and move it all the way to his cap to try to destroy his uh,
His fishes,
scene. Yeah.
his nets, or
He's building Colossus or Lighthouse. I don't remember
Okay,
what
I
one.
see. I see. Yeah,
But he
the one.
just rushed one by Rim, and, and that's it.
But another, yeah, but also if you have your first two ships, one great thing you can do, especially if it's like a traders event like this, is just go and you pillage their opponent's nets. It's
All
just so
right.
painful.
Yeah.
And until the person has a ship of their own, then just like they can't really do anything about it.
Tough position for Muria.
Yeah,
And now he assigns new
I mean,
generals to them, right?
mm,
Because I
yeah, he
can
did.
see. And so
What
he
kind of
plans to
tech would
move
you have?
them. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Just thinking about it at least. What kind of tech path would you have gone if you settled Moria here this game? What would you have tried to go for?
I believe he needs something for orders. I'm thinking what he can get to boost his orders. Like, I don't know.
I mean, order is his navigation, it's citizenship, or is one aestheticism. That's kind of the order takes.
Yeah, actually, Divine Rule will help him. Or wait, pagan religion. Buddhism is not a pagan religion. Okay.
No, but Hinduism is.
So Hinduism
But still,
is
that is just for
considered
orders.
pagan. Oh, okay, acts as a pagan
Yeah,
religion. Nice, nice.
but still, that is just for orders. I would rather see him go for navigation and getting to 5 from serfdom because that is 250 science versus 400 for the citizenship.
That's
So
true.
it's more like cost efficient, unless you're also going to combine it with the monasticism. But then you're talking about 800 science investment for. Yeah.
I also like courthouses, but unfortunately there are no civic powerhouses in Mauryan.
No,
Actually, Pataliputra has two holy. Uh, it has two religions founded there and Shrine of Yama, so it's 14
that's true. Yeah,
civics.
14 is not bad.
Let me see how is the production of stuff in the Kushite Empire. It seems there are no barracks being built, which is okay. One barracks have started right now, and forts. Oh, mamma mia! I don't like forts. I don't like so preemptively building forts. They
Yeah,
drain
I don't
orders.
know. I don't actually hate the forts here because right now, if he looks at Moria, Moria is stronger than him, and he knows Moria has a lot of spearmen over here. So it is maybe it is like, okay, I put down these 2 forts here, and that's gonna be enough for me to defend, kind of. He's like, maybe put down 3 forts and puts 1 fort on the hill there as well. Then he has a very strong defensive position, and he just kind of thwarts any attack.
And now he's building stronghold, and he's building it in Hunter's Seat, which is very good. But at this point, he should already have barracks, and what this town should do now is officers.
Yeah.
I don't get why you build barracks in Hunter's seat, in Hunter's town, but not in your seat.
No,
Maybe he wants units to stand there
strangeness.
and get experience, kinda on the
I don't
front
know. Maybe
lines.
I think he should have gone military drill earlier, because he actually only got it very late. He only got it turned 47.
Yeah,
I think he started it at some point early on, and then didn't finish it.
yeah, probably he switched. It was at that point when he wanted to float border boost. So he used some for monasticism, some for military drill. But even if it was research turn 47, then 5 turns already passed from that point. Should be one
Yeah.
barracks here, at least. But definitely it's not easy to do all this on timer.
No, of course, it does take quite a bit of practice to really build up the muscle memory beyond the timer.
I do like Magi archers here.
Yeah, the bonus card.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it given his science lead. Then it's kind of but now he does have the science lead, but he's behind in military, so getting those Magi archers is gonna be quite nice. Otherwise, I'm often quite skeptical on the bonus cards. I mean, this is one of the better ones since they do have the adjacency bonus as well with the volley.
true.
But it is still 250 science, you know.
Rally troops when your leader has -1 courage. That's a bit weird. Don't you think?
Oh yeah. Rally troops. Interesting. Does the courage stack on the rally troops?
I guess so. I mean, isn't it?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it matters for the rally troops. I think the rally troops only scales with remember the math. I think it's like culture level and number of cities.
Okay, okay, I see. I mean, rally troops is fine, but I do like getting quicker to next level for the leader. But I believe it should be influence mission. There are a lot of families who hate your guts.
That's true, and he does have the cheaper cost for missions as Moria.
But I believe it's only for civics and training, not the gold.
Yeah, that's true. So the rally troops are very cost efficient actually, as Moria,
Okay,
because it only costs 50 civics instead of the usual 100.
I see, I see.
That's not terrible,
Yeah, interesting. I like it.
utilizing the bonus from Moria.
Okay, so the matriarch of Buddhism is plotting against our
Ooh.
leader of the Queen band, the
And she's
Morian king.
exiled too. I feel like this is a
Yeah,
sign of very bad things.
and all of your families are Buddhist.
Yeah, that's really rough. I mean, he seems to have exiled her, which is a mistake. You really have to suck up to your religious heads because even when they're exiled, they still stay religious
Yeah,
heads.
yeah.
Uh, So you just have to live with whatever negative thing happens. If it's a religious head, if it's a family head, then you can exile them, and they won't, and you just get a new family head. But for the religious heads, then you just have to bend over.
Yeah, internal politics for Kush is much better.
Yeah. And they're all quite pleased.
I mean, usually when I have traders cap, then a lot of my money and orders goes to improving relations, to influencing my heir because it gives bonus stuff, and like trying to get over those thresholds. And usually you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, no, I mean, just the like one influence for like all the main characters usually pretty much gets you what you need. If you have the religions as well,
Yeah.
is pretty much all that you need to have them. I mean, at least pleased. Maybe
Can
not.
you try to farm these influence missions to try to get more events? Because there is a chance to get event. And I'm quite
Yeah,
sure
and also you
that,
get experience for your leader.
yeah, in case of a judge, I'm sure Moria will be spamming court, hold court, and it gives you also a chance for more courtiers and stuff like that.
That's true, and it will only cost half as much. So that could have been quite a nice start for alternative start for Moria here. Go for judge instead. He doesn't have Moria doesn't have any
Luxuries?
traders, so
Yeah,
he wouldn't
yeah,
have gotten like the big gold influx from
that's true. Actually, in case we will
trades.
check the money, yeah, was the drop when the leader of Moria went away from the office, became dead.
It's quite similar, but I think that is in part because Kush has not actually been improving his fish resources that much. And
Right? Let me see. One net here.
he doesn't have any specialists in them.
Yeah.
And I would have liked him getting Lighthouse. I think it would have been much nicer for Moria to get the Lighthouse rather than the Oracle, at least. Maybe there's no argument for the Ziggurat, but I'm usually a big fan of the Ziggurat. But at least for the Oracle, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I
Oracle
see
is
the point.
something not for the duel.
No. I mean, the wider tech hand is quite nice, and if you go Portcullis, it's, it's not the worst thing ever. It's not that expensive of wonder either, so but yeah. He is going battle line though, so it seems his thinking was indeed Mace Man to counter the Kush unique units.
Okay, that's a good scene, and he has decent income of mine of iron. Uh, but yeah, I guess resources in terms of orders will not allow efficient invasions.
Yeah, and I mean, I think if he hits his attack now in 15 years or something like that, maybe it's not that bad. He won't be when he hits his attack, he won't be that far behind in terms of science. He'll probably be fighting with those mace men against some unique units and early early units, and so he will be quite well favored against them. But if he waits longer than that, then I'm concerned that Kush will have the opportunity to build higher tier units to counter him.
Yeah, but I can see road being built. Just, I mean, you probably want to do this road the whole way, or pick another avenue of attack and do the same here. Because in case there is no road when battle line is there, then you probably have to
Yeah.
wait even 5, 6 more turns for the roads and movement.
No, no, this road is important for sure.
Okay, so science should be improving a bit for Moria. Yeah, he's definitely building specialists, which I like.
Yeah. Yeah, his leader is great too. So I mean, if he gets some specialists in his capital, um, they will start counting him quite a bit.
Yeah, and he's governing Pataliputra, so man, but this doesn't seem like a nice science bonus from your scholar leader. Only 1.2.
Yeah, so sad. Because it's still 1.2, it's 42%, but it's from a very low base.
Yeah.
I mean, if this leader had been in Moreau instead, then we'd be talking about what's
So base science is what?
the
Subtotal.
base is 14. Then there's 11 after the 22 the 20%, so that would have been 11 times 0.4.
Yeah,
That would have been a nice 4.4 science, you know.
true, true.
That would have been quite solid. And there, I would like to see him build more specialists there as well instead of the scout.
So I can see
Actually,
that Queen would provide with 25% bonus science, 3.5 science. So
it
it
would be quite
should
good.
be, yeah.
But the judge though, getting the wow, what the name, Amanteka, the judge, he would also give 3.5 science, but you would be able to buy some specialists too.
Yeah, that's for
And
sure.
now he does have polytheism, so he could just be stacking
He's
all
even
those specialists there.
warlike. This guy is like very close to genius in terms of what he can do
Yeah, he
for
just
you.
needs to be intelligent too. Intelligent, more like
Yeah, but he's
maybe.
providing you a way for hurrying your specialist, so it's kinda intelligence, but later.
He could also be putting this warlike judge in Nakai instead. Actually,
True.
that would be quite nice to have the warlike in that city.
How does it work? I mean, I believed that. Uh, so, why do we see as a potential candidates for governors guys from the traders family in a hunter's seat?
It's just for the diplomats. They can go into any.
Okay, I see, I see. Good, good to know.
Um,
Yeah,
so the diplomats can go into any, and also the unaffiliated, like Amanteka, the judge, can also
right,
go into
right.
any.
So he should be jumping from a place to place, speeding up
Yeah,
production of boys.
yeah, and you know, maybe he doesn't have a lot of money now, but if he was jumping, if he would just buy the fissure in his capital and buy some fissure in Dokka as well, and
Right.
get some fissures in Dangeli as well, then he would be swimming in money.
Yeah, and I mean, Queen has 3 discipline. That's a lot. That's nice additional income, but uh, Queen is not governing. Queen is doing what? Okay, just she's not a general, she's not a governor.
He's just chilling.
Yeah, listening to music because she's a music lover.
Uh, in our palace. Not too bad. Giving experience to the unit.
Yeah, buffing
As
like
the
a
commander.
bard class. But
No, she'd be really good in Naka as well, though. 6.3 training there for her.
ooh,
So he would be
yeah,
able to start building some more unique units soon in 3 years. I would.
it
I don't like him building this monk here. I don't think that makes any sense. I think he should be improving the miner, which is still not improved, and then start building some unique units there.
yeah,
He's
going
built so
for
many monasteries, and I don't really see. I don't really like it that much
it also
because
will,
monasteries are quite expensive in terms of wood.
yeah, it will drain. I mean, it also costs. Yeah, it gives you -2 wood per turn. So
Yeah, and it costs 60 wood, so it's like it's a big investment in wood for 2 scions. Like maybe if you build a
yeah,
specialist in it, then okay, then it's like you're talking 4 scions. But I would much rather build some shrines, to be honest, than these monasteries. They could be putting down the Wonder Shrine and get 3 civics in every city.
true, true.
I would much
Also,
rather see that 3 civics in every city and the shrine, the Order Shrine, that gives him 0.7 orders. That should also be in every city.
as I can
And
see,
if he
those
also gets
monks.
the Kushite pyramids, then he's at 5 orders in every city. No, 5 civics in every city, 0.7, uh, and like 1 order if we count the legitimacy too.
Yeah, I see also that um, those monks will improve culture, and culture will make you go faster through stronger culture. And does it really help? Nope. It actually
That's a
drains your
good point.
resources.
I mean, yeah,
He
in some sense, but like it would be nice for him to get strong culture in Naka.
Inaka, yeah, exactly.
Just
Only there.
yeah. And then I would maybe also build the monastery in Askurt, because that's like his sciencey city, and maybe also in Monroe. I don't know, but more than that, I would not do it. I don't see the point.
Yeah. Still no barracks.
Like
Building
it.
stronghold, but not building barracks. Ah, why?
Yeah. And also, he hasn't been improving. He has since like quite how many turns? Since 6 turns back, he has husbandry, but he hasn't improved any of the horse resources. I feel like now he's building
Yeah.
1 horse now, and that is quite a lot of orders that he's missing out on. An even bigger mistake is that in El Zuma, he hasn't improved either of the elephants, and either of these elephants have 1 orders per turn, so it's
Ooh,
2 orders
right.
per turn there.
Yeah.
Now that's been settled for a long time, so that would have been a ton of orders that he's just missed out on.
Yeah.
And Kuban has also not improved the camels. So I mean, there's a lot of orders that he's just been left lying around the table here. And it's not. I mean, it's not struggling with orders, but it's not swimming in them either. He does run out. It is not able to utilize every unit every turn. So you could use them, and maybe if you had extra, you could be chopping stuff and maybe supporting more workers to build more stuff.
He has workers standing still and disciples standing still, so he
Yeah,
will definitely benefit from 5 more orders only for workers.
yeah, and the disciples are quite nice because you can use them to chop down wood. So you could just,
Ooh, I
yeah,
haven't known. Nice.
yeah. So the disciples can chop down wood. So if you just have them laying around, don't waste orders on workers. They can't do anything useful. Um, the, just chop with the disciples instead, and it's much more order efficient.
Yeah, yeah, true. Also, so if disciples stay in monastery or temple, they provide passive bonuses, but it
Yeah.
doesn't work like this with workers and any improvements, right?
No, I don't think so.
Good,
I don't think
good.
there's any movement. Let me check. No, no, there is no improvement that gives passive. It's just the monks or the disciples. But here's just one science per turn, so it would have been nice if he could use. I mean, if he had more orders, he could use one of them to chop down wood. And
Yeah, I so I remember we had a conversation and about the bonuses you have from defending on your soil, and there is a passive bonus when you have unit of, let's say, artisans family defending artisans city or
yeah,
standing, yeah. So, but why isn't it shown in attack or defense? Because I've selected a unit in Cuban, a warrior
yeah,
one, which is actually an adept and can spread religion, and it's base 4 and pleased family +5, but that's pleased family,
yeah,
something else entirely. And for
yeah.
defense,
No,
it doesn't shown, right? But it's taken into
no, it doesn't show,
consideration.
but it is there. It is taken into consideration, but it is there.
Lol.
It's not shown, but it's there. So you have to kind of move in an enemy unit, and if the enemy unit were to like show you the like breakdown of the combat, then it should give you a, I think it's 10% for the depending
Yeah,
of the
I
sim
see.
timing.
Do you see in the north, Moria made huge phalanx standoff for some reason, but Kush haven't
Yeah,
seen them, but he probably knows they are there because he is building forts and stuff.
yeah, but I think at this point he can't attack in with these forts,
Yeah,
and these forts are also going to be these warriors are going to be fortified. Next turn they're going to be fully fortified, and so then they're going to be counter-attacking too, um, which is going to be quite strong. Since all of his units are melee, they're all going to be facing counterattack damage, so they're going to be attacked twice every turn. Um, and he has slingers behind it, so it's just impossible to attack in there.
yeah. And those, all of those generals are being appointed and then retired. A bit sad to see.
Yeah, yeah, the generals are not getting into do any fighting. They want to
But
sit a
he
lot.
is building road bit by bit with Hunter's worker. Oh, because he doesn't have traders. Yeah, okay.
No, so that is something, but he should have been building this road before his first move out of his units. Uh,
Yeah.
before Kush figured out that he had all these spearmen there. Because now it's too late. Now Kush has fortified. Kush has his fortifications up.
And I believe we
Moria
will
should be attacking
see.
from another angle.
Yeah, and I believe we will see soon Kushite Bayrim harassing capital of Muria because
I
it's
would
on
like
the
to see
way.
that, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think he decided that he's just gonna be chilling with this biome here
Oh,
because he started circle formation on circle. No. Yeah, he
yeah,
started
I can see
circle
it's some
formation on
kind
it.
of a. Is it like
Um,
fortify by but for ships?
yeah, exactly.
So he pays an order for that.
He pays an order each turn for this.
Ah, no, that's not
But
a
I
good
think
thing.
once it's fully loaded, it doesn't cost any orders anymore. So next turn
Okay,
it's not gonna cost
okay,
any orders. So it's a 3 order cost
I
basically.
see, I
And
see.
for the fortification, it's gonna be 5 order cost to get it fully fortified. So that's kind of the investment. I think that there it makes a lot of sense to fortify on top of these forts because there's also going to be counter-attacking if they were to attack. So that's kind of neat.
So fully
These
fortified
scouts are
unit
funny.
will uh, act as if it has a tactician general,
Exactly.
but it doesn't work for range units, or does it?
No,
Okay, okay.
same as for usual tactician. So
Yeah, nice.
range units are not affected, and if you flank, it's not affected, I think. Or I imagine that's how it should be.
I see, I
That's
see.
the logical thing there. These scouts are funny. They are just each turn moving each other out of the forest. There's this one jungle tile in the north on the river, and like each turn they're moving the scout in, and the other scouts being moved out and hidden.
Sorry,
Let's see.
I've tried to check the chat in OBS, so I missed
Mm.
about what scout you've been talking about.
No, like here in the north, next
Uh-huh.
to this fortification, there are 2 scouts. And there's
Oh
one
yeah.
jungle tile, and so each turn they've been moving. One person is moving into the forest, and the other is getting kicked out. They're just jumping back and forth each turn.
So I believe Kush is pushing the other scout, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the next turn,
Why is
Moria is
he?
pushing out the squish.
Why do they decide to do that? It's just like orders
Um,
waste, no?
yeah, it's just like orders. I think we're ending for the night. It looks like.
Yeah, but people are players wants they think they are boring us. That's not correct.
What is this unit though? How did he get an elite Geista? Moria.
Probably an event.
Yeah, but what events give you a 6 strength tribal unit?
So let me see. Where does he has this Gaesta boy?
Uh, North of
Oh, okay.
Ujien.
Yeah, yeah.
Moria's the brother.
Elite Gaesta. Very interesting. 5 p.m. Pacific. That should be fine.
We'll see. Uh, It's 2 a.m. here now. Yeah, I won't be joining for that late. Of course.
One of the players have to say okay.
Okay, but yeah, thank you for casting. This was fun.
Thank you.
And
Thank
to
you for
talk about
joining.
some old world, and we'll see if I join for the next one or not. I'm not sure. We'll see when the schedule was. But
Sure.
yeah,
Have a great evening.
talk to you again. Yeah, you too. Talk to you again
Thanks.
soon. Bye.
Bye. Okay, I'm stop streaming and stopping recording. Thanks for watching and thanks for playing.